Gundy and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then it's Duran, then there's Dillingham, and it's Sampson in at the power forward position. And for the Magic, Mycareer and Carter Jr. make up the front court. At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner, and it's Thomas in at the point. Stan, we got a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. How do you think it'll play out?
Well, both teams want to run, so in that case, a lot of it comes to which team wants to run back on defense. You can't just outrun people one way. There's going to have to be a lot of intelligence and patience out on the floor tonight.
Now here's Mycareer. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Tipped. Here's Thomas, and he taps it home with authority.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Edwards against Suggs. Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Dillingham with the bucket.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammate.
Suggs with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Wagner outside. Just 5 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Thomas misses.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Dillingham. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Now here's Suggs. Outside Carter. Now Thomas from deep. Sinks it from distance. Thomas has got 5.
Good read from the big man, Carter Jr. That kind of unselfishness goes a long way.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. McDaniels can't hit. For Orlando, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Thomas outside. And Carter Gets it to go on the assist by Thomas.
Well, that's how effective Carter Jr. can be inside, using his size to his advantage.
Pass to Sampson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Dillingham. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Orlando with the ball. Following the score by Minnesota. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Offensive rebound to the left wing. Dillingham, no good. And so Mycareer will bring it up for the Magic. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Duren finds Edwards. They get it again.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Here's Thomas. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Mycareer outside. Back to Thomas. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Thomas. 9 points in the game. And there's the lob. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
A big group substitution here for Orlando. Batase's checked in for Carter. Parker comes in for Paolo Mycareer. Black's checked in for Wagner. And Howard has subbed in for Suggs.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Thomas misses.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Reverses. Here's Conley. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. The Magic head coach and I got a chance to talk. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Edwards. Coming off a 31-point game against the Heat in Miami.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Howard down after the assist, led him to the lane.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Roddy. In his last outing with 12 points. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Curly.
A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. Fires from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Orlando leading by 3. Now, here's Howard. He's scoreless. Here's Black. And Gobert with a block.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
Deflected.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Thomas.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
Last season, they just couldn't find a winning strategy against this squad.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into it.
They throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. Conley against Thomas. Pass to Howard. There's the triple. That one no good. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Orlando ahead. They're up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Wagner and Mycareer, the talented forward pair. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Williams, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards packs it home.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Mycareer surveys. It's hauled in by Sampson.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Dillingham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania.
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Minnesota, Sampson. At the line for 1.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Magic leading by 3. Thomas passes to Batadze. Pass to Howard. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Conley passes to Christopher.
2 minutes remaining.
Rebound by the Magic.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. Williams is checked in for Batase.
Now in the lineup for your Magic, Grant Williams.
1:53 left in the first half of this one. Thomas passes to Williams. Over Gobert. Williams misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the great in the last outing against the Pistons was simply terrific. He ended up with 37 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. There is no slowing this team down right now, and it's because he has been so incredible for them during this run.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Thomas with a double team. It's Christopher on the wing. Puts one up from 19. Kept alive. And Gobert with the stuff.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert. Grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
Now Thomas. He's got 17. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. "46 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Here's Thomas. And the shot goes down. Thomas has got 4 points this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Conley against Thomas. The shot by Conley, no good. Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Howard. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Sampson.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
It's stolen by Howard. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Orlando ahead. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Dillingham. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. Thomas outside. Pass to Carter. Now Suggs. Guarded by Edwards. And here's Suggs. Thomas outside. 5 to shoot. From the high post. Misses off the right iron. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. Looking now at some numbers for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Sampson's checked in. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. And Banchero gets it to go.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Duren with the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Thomas. McDaniels with the rebound.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
And the basket by Edwards.
And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
Edwards against Suggs. Here's Thomas for three. Counted from distance. Thomas has got 22.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Edwards. It's good. Edwards. What strength.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Thomas with the ball. He's got 22. And he lobs it up. Oh, it's Mycareer going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Mycareer ahead.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Suggs. It's Thomas on the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Oh, Mycareer throws it down.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Mycareer sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
I'll say this, Mycareer is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And Minnesota with possession here. They trail by 7. Suggs outside. Mycareer outside. The floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Lataze's checked in for Carter. Thomas outside. Pass to Wagner. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mycareer. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 8.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Free throw good, McDaniels. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Orlando's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Mycareer. Mycareer delivers inside.
Yeah, this is a part of Mycareer's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And Minnesota calls time here. How about Paolo Mycareer, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker. And getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Mycareer's versatility makes him very valuable.
Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Roddy, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Roddy. 6 points for him. Outside McDaniels. The shot, no good. Nice D from Wagner. Magic leading by 9. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Edwards, the pass to Duran. It's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Dillingham tucks it last. Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Christopher, he's checked in for McDaniels. Now here's Bancaro. He's closely guarded. Thomas outside. Back to Bancaro. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
For a young player, Bancaro has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance and puts defenders in awkward spots.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Howard's checked in for Orlando. Lets it fly. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that close.
Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Here's Dillingham. It's deflected.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Here's Thomas. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards. No good on that one. Parker, he's checked in for Paolo Bancaro. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 16. Thomas with a steal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And Minnesota calls time here. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at Edwards. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Thomas misses. Timberwolves trail by 18. To end the run. Doesn't go that time.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Bataze. Back to Thomas. Here's Black, guarded by Edwards. Here's Thomas. Boom! He jams it straight down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
The officials were right on top of that.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Batase, and Williams is subbed in for Parker. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Thomas passes to Williams. Thomas, right side. Over Dillingham. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. 16 points for him. Pass to Dillingham. The three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Black. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's the Orlando Magic continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch. He's checked in for Orlando. Thomas comes in for Black. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Thomas off the drive.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Dan Van Gundy.
Yo, I said they were coming for us, but that ain't make me no different. Said they got something for nuts, but that ain't your ego, is it? Yo, thought I was coming one up, but I got my people clicking. Yeah, I can see yo, so ego driven. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Tell the man put it on me, I suppose. The envy, I suppose. Could the girls get friendly, I suppose.